Hey, I'm Joy. Let's go for a cruise. Welcome to the next episode of Robotech Battlecry. In the last episode, we finished up Chapter 4 with, not a boss fight. Yeah, not sure why that happened, but, I mean, Grion's right there, so, not gonna dwell on it. Anyways, move on to Chapter 5 this time, starting with Besieged. And whoo boy, do I like the look of that in the mission image. Well, I'm not gonna keep you waiting, because I can't wait to see this thing appear, so let's go.
Commander Chase reported regularly to Admiral Glowfall in New Macross City and pleaded for food, medical supplies, Veritech parts, anything they could spare. But Chiron had been raiding New Macross City for nearly a year, and there wasn't much they could do to help. Without the RDF support, we all knew that Zeral's army would soon overwhelm us and seize control of the wasteland. After completing repairs to his ship, Chiron was ready for a final assault on New Macross City. Zeral reported that his troops were also ready, and agreed to meet Chiron outside the city before the attack. But Zeral had different plans for his new army. When Chiron reached New Macross City, Zeral's army never joined him. In the end, Chiron and his forces were completely destroyed. But as he died, he managed to wipe out both the SDF-1 and the newly completed SDF-2 in one last act of defiance. Zeral never understood Chiron's obsession with the SDF-1. He wanted to seize the entire planet while the RDF was weakened by Chiron's attack. That way, he could prepare for the arrival of the Robotech Masters. New Macross City lay in ruins. Without their help, there was nothing to stop his forces from overwhelming Base 6. We spent time reinforcing our defenses, building shelters for the refugees, going over contingency plans. In the end, all we could do was wait.
And there's your lore update. So, as we stand right now, we're after the high point of the Malcontent uprising, or at least right in the middle of it. Either one. Anyway, Chiron's dead, and the SDF-1 and SDF-2 are destroyed. That is a bit of a spoiler, unfortunately, if you haven't seen the show, because that happens right at the end of the final episode of the Macross Saga. We're now going into sort of sequel territory. Now entering the time between the Macross Saga and the Masters Saga. The Masters being the Robotech Masters that got briefly mentioned there. Robotech lore is its own can of worms with how complicated it had to get. Ah well. We're in the present right now, so time to deal with Zeral's army.
This is no probe. It's the real thing. Bring all units to full alert. If the enemy gets past the outpost, they'll quickly overwhelm the base. Jack, you better watch out for those fighter pods. The Destroid monsters are vulnerable without your support.
And here we have the Destroid monsters making their one and only appearance in this game. These guys are very strong. Unfortunately, they're not good when it comes to fighter pods, which is where you come in. So pretty much focus down the fighter pods and keep them protected. Drop a flare every once in a while, because the fighter pods and missiles really like going for the flares instead of the monsters. So here's where the mission starts to get a bit heated up. Now, oh, you can just hear them firing. Right, so stick to focusing on the fighter pods. The monsters are fully capable of dealing with the reentry pods themselves, and I mean that. Some might get through, but very few, honestly. The monsters are generally just that good. But Really, just deal with the fighter pods. They're the ones that are a real threat.
Come back when you have some skills. Time to take these guys to school. Can't take much more of this.
Okay, doing a bit worse than I would have liked.
You want some too?
Okay. Alright. Oh boy. Not like how low that guy's getting.
Where are you, Wolftail?
Trying my... Ah! Damn it!
No! What have I done?
You gotta be kidding me.
Next time, try aiming.
Okay. Doing better this time. Alright.
Taking fire.
Still don't like that damage he's taken. Yeah, okay. I think I got it this time.
Yeah! Woo! Under heavy fire.
Okay, there we go.
All units fall back to base. We fought hard. We can't hold them back any longer.
man, I hate it when I get the damn freaking... Ugh. Why did I have to redo this mission? Ugh. Oh well. But yeah, that was the monster's one and only appearance, and oh boy, do you get to see why. They they were pretty much taking care of those reentry pods on their own. Only a few of them managed to get through if you don't intervene. Granted, they don't do anything against the battle pods that come out of those reentry pods that make it through, but hey. At least the help is nice to have. The only problem is keeping alive from the fighter pods, which, yeah, you have to be really on top of. Either way, that was a pretty neat little mission. Anyways, moving on, Showdown. Oh. Showdown indeed.
I'm grateful to these machines, you know. They've kept me alive long enough to find you at last. Since our battle, I thought only of you. Perhaps this is what microwave is called, love. I know I won't feel whole again until I've crushed you underfoot.
That's not love you're feeling, Kiora. We Micronians call that psychosis.
Alright, doing all in his power to... Yeah, just doing all you... Jack just outright saying, "No, you are not a love interest. Go away, you crazy giant lady." Anywho, welcome to the proper Showdown boss fight that this game is meant to have. As you can see, I am boosting around with all I can whilst in Guardian mode. This is what a battle between Kiora should look like on the ground, not what we had in that...
Building came out of nowhere.
Anywho, this is a nicely designed boss fight. Pretty much, keep attacking Kiora. She'll be attacking the bunkers if you don't. The more you attack her, the less she'll attack the bunkers. But it also means you get a little reprieve of her from attacking you when she does, so... Yeah, she's lost it. Anywho, you want to keep moving. Use the buildings as cover as much as you can. She'll launch a lot of missiles at you. The point is just to wear her down over time. Just constantly move, keep firing missiles. And here you have your ultimate showdown with the Zentraedi ace.
There goes the neighborhood.
And damn, the button layout of the GameCube is not helping in this chapter. Also a nice little set piece. If you can see, there's actually fighter pods fighting NPC Veritechs in the skies. Alright, whittling her down. This is the final boss fight with Kiora that should have been in this game. really makes me bummed that some of the boss fights in this game are just weak. Boss fight was Scarred. That graveyard fight against Kiora. This is what a boss fight against her should have been. And I'm glad they finally actually did it, even if it took them so long. Alright, almost there. Most. Come on. Calling it close.
That's the end of it. That was one scary, giant, crazy lady. She was an incredible pilot. I guess I'm lucky to be alive.
You did it. Zeral's troops are retreating.
And that's the battle. Woo! Yeah, that's definitely an intense fight. What a way to end Kyora's involvement in the story. Actually giving us a good Guardian mode boss fight. But yeah, that was the chapter. That was our introduction to chapter 5. I guess that kind of makes up for not having a boss last chapter. But it's definitely fun. My heart is definitely pumping, especially from how close I was to losing that. I did not want to have to redo that. I already redid the Besieged level. I just don't want to redo the boss fight. Well, we did it. And with that, we also unlock an extra. Melanie McQueen, who voices Kiora in the game, and in Robotech, the voice of Lisa Hayes.
Oh, that's it. You've discovered my secret. So let's have a little respect here.
So, yeah, that's either the last voice unlocked, or there's one more, probably, I don't know. We'll see. I forget off the top of my head, so, yeah. But, I'll leave you there. Keep your ears on the wireless. I'll be sailing off for now. Hope you can join me until the next cruise. Till then, bon voyage.